Hi, so I'll be discussing the song that I'm submitting for the Humanities Engagement Project, which it's called Blind. And that song I wrote based off of feeling because I was just feeling super grateful and super thankful for what God has done in my life and for who He is in my life and for how He has completely changed my life and saved me. And it just talks about my devotion to Him. And I read in the first verse, I will always look to you till the sun goes down, till the stars burn out. And the chorus just says how I was blind to God, to who He really was, truly to the power that He has. But now I see it. And Amazing Grace also has the same lyrics to it. But yeah, just pretty much my gratefulness, my thankfulness to God for where He has brought me from, where He is bringing me to. And the process for that was, it didn't take too long. Sometimes it takes a while and sometimes it doesn't. And it probably took about an hour. Some of the songs take days to write. But what I start doing is that I play chords on the piano. That's how I start off. And then after the chords, I come up with a melody for whatever I want to go over those chords. And then after I sing the melody, then I come up with words, usually. And sometimes the words take the longest. Usually the words take the longest to write because I want to tell a story of everything that I'm saying. So, and then sometimes I write the chorus, the bridge, whatever it is first. And so I'll take that part of the song and insert it where I think it fits best. And sometimes I'll write a song completely out of order. So at times it's difficult to make sense and write a story because you're writing different pieces of it and it all has to come together at the end of it and be one whole. But it's a fun process for me. I usually write alone, and I write a lot of times to just express whatever's on my heart and whatever I feel like needs to come out. And writing is very therapeutic for me. It's helped me so much, and it helps me feel closer to God, and helps me truly worship God. And the best moments that I've had worshiping God have been just me and my piano and just saying what's really on my heart and knowing I can be vulnerable and honest with that. But I've pretty much sang my whole life. I've studied music, and I've played piano for a little bit now. I taught myself on YouTube, and I've always loved to write songs. So this song dynamically is pretty steady. It's not too dynamically crazy. The verses are obviously have a lower dynamic. My voice is lower. It's softer. As I go into the chorus, my voice gets a little louder, but it doesn't get too loud. So I would just say stronger. The song is stronger dynamically in the chorus, as most songs usually are. Usually the verses are low dynamically, and then the chorus and the bridge have a stronger dynamic, fuller instruments, fuller sound. But every song's unique and different. So you can definitely start with the bigger dynamic in the verse and go down for the chorus. It just depends on the song and who's writing it. And I would say that the tone, the overall feel of the song has of a ballad. It's kind of like a ballad. It is a ballad. And it has a more melancholy kind of, not sad because it's a hopeful song. So I would say the tone overall is hopeful. And for the rhythm, for the rhythm and tempo, it's very largo. It's slow. The BPM is probably around 60-ish or 70. And the notes, if you were probably to write or compose a score for the melody, for the melodic lines in the verse and the chorus, probably half notes, quarter notes, probably not a lot of eighth notes because of the slow tempo, and my notes are very connected. So they're connected. And one thing I forgot to mention that the song has is harmony, and that is because the piano, when you play the chords, it's a 3-part harmony. So chords can be constructed and made in different ways, but when chords within notes within a scale are played together in thirds or fifths or sevenths or ninths, or however you want to play the chord. Really, those are voicings. So those are each separate notes, but they come together to create one chord harmonically. And it's also consonants. It doesn't have any dissonance, because dissonance would be like two half notes or two half steps playing together. And that kind of sounds eerie. It sounds different than consonants, and it does have consonants. It just doesn't have dissonance. So I think that covers everything.